Guys, welcome back to some more Dragonheir. Today's video, we're going to be doing a couple summons in here, but overall, I've been checking out a couple things and really understanding the transition going from Season 1 to Season 2. Now, there is going to be a massive boss that is going to be opening up in 11 days. Now, essentially, they said that is going to be the end game boss. I'm not exactly sure exactly how it's going to work. We're not on a test server, anything of that nature, but overall, it is a big boss, and you can see the dragon right there. And then, of course, the season exclusive, we are at 22%. So we have gotten to the point where we can actually start making progression. And I feel like, after almost a month of playing, that we're caught up. Even looking at 22%, there's a lot more we have to push to get these echoes. Now, the echoes, of course, are going to convert into the sand core. And again, we've been kind of looking at some of the seasons and what is coming. Now, a lot of players are doing really one of two things at this point. Either one, they're trying to stock up and get as many heroes as they can because I want to look at the specific things that are carrying over. And two, a lot of players are just hoarding resources for the items that are going to be carried over. So again, it's kind of a interesting part that is between both of those. So you'll see right up here, guys, and I want to run through this. So on 124, so again, we have about, a month and a half before the new season starts, which again, kind of prepping a lot for it. But partially reserved, the heroes are going to 1. Okay, we got that. Artifacts are going to level 0. You'll still retain the artifact, but they're going to 0. Some of these are going to be partly reserved, which again, you can run through the rules. These are going to be converted. So these are actually going to go to the sand core, and it is a 100-to-1 conversion that we're actually seeing with those specifically. Now, fully reserved is going to be the sand core. So once the conversion is there, you're going to have the sand core to be able to use. And then any paid items, so the worm arrow, dragon crystals, summon dice, skill scrolls, and any unconsumed monthly card will be reserved. Now, looking at this, guys, the summon dice are going to be reserved, skill scrolls, dragon crystals, and the worm arrow, which means, again, a lot of these can be carried over. Now, the list of the reserved items, this is what I want to look at, guys. So you can see in here, these are the items to get the artifacts, also for the shop. These are for the summons. These are going to be fully reserved. So these are carrying over just as we see them today. Now, when it comes to the echoes, these are 100-to-1 that we're going to be see carried over. And then, of course, artifacts are going to be reset to 0. Summoning dice fully reserved. Now, remember, they also said in Season 2 that it is going to be every 10 Halite dice, so every 10 summons you're doing out of here is going to yield you a legendary hero. Now they're adding 17 new legendary heroes, and they're also adding the mermaids in. So again, it's going to be very interesting. Now, a lot of players are also saying on the test server that you need 180 of these dice to actually get a unique hero or a different hero. And I don't know if that's going to be on release, but that is an insane amount of dice, guys. I think even at this point, I've probably seen maybe 30 that we've gotten on here, and we are still sitting at one single legendary hero that we did, that we have summoned in this game. Growth materials, you can see, guys, all of these, and again, I haven't gotten that one yet, but all of these scrolls are just going to be held over, and all of these are going to be carried over, which is awesome. So you're going to have the ability to use these over in the next one, and then avatar monthly cards, of course, are going to be pulled over. Now with that, guys, when you look at, of course, the echoes and the echoes being converted into the sand, that is going to make a big difference, because if you look at the exchange, this is what we're looking at right now with the season shop. These are going to be where you're using your pure sand cores. So once it is converted over, this is going to allow you to actually start much faster. Now, you've seen, since being at 22%, I actually have access to the silver shop, which is going to give us an avatar if we wanted to pick this up. Now, overall, in-game things like frames and avatars, I very, very rarely, I really do never buy them unless they come in a pack. I'm not going to use any of my cores just to get an avatar. As much as I like them, the functionality of them are not there, meaning that if I'm spending 200 or 300 of these to go ahead and get the frames or get the avatars, we're not going to have the ability to actually do a lot more summons, which is a lot of my focus. Now, looking at the gold, I don't think we're going to get to the gold, guys, but there is a really cool question mark on some avatar frames in there to see exactly what they're going to look at. But again, looking at these, really want to make sure that we're going in here, we're making as much progression as possible, trying to get further than that 22% rank. Now, a lot of players were also wondering where these come from. It is the Vortex, the Continental Challenge, which there are bosses across the land. And then this one is the one that is not up yet, that Otherworld Exploration. I believe that is the final boss or the raid boss, guild boss that we're going to see at the end of this. So it's coming pretty soon, guys. Again, we have a little bit more time. I want to continue farming in here. I want to continue doing the summons because remember, every hero that we pull in here, even if it is an epic hero, if it is a legendary hero, even if it is a rare hero, we're going to have the ability to carry those heroes over to the next season. All the affinities are, of course, going to be kind of swapped around, but we're going to have the ability to have a lot of resources out of there. Now, in addition, we have been trying to pull or trying to get the new hero that is in here. Now we do need, and I believe it is 200 of these. So we're going to be able to pick up some of these. Hopefully, fingers crossed, guys, today could be the day. Every single time we do a summons, it is that much closer to getting a legendary hero because of the pity timers in here. And there it is, guys. We got a legendary hero. This is going to be number 2, guys. And who is it? It is Twitcher. Now, I'm not sure exactly where they're going to fall into the tier list, guys, but that is the second one. And I'm super stoked to see Poison. Reason being, my fire heroes and my poison heroes are very, very strong. I'm going to have to check. So, increase all allies attack by 45% in the City of Trials. Could be a unique hero, guys, but we got one. That's the big thing, guys, is we did get a second. So, again, we got Felicity, which is fire. We have Twitch, which is legendary. So we have 2 legendary heroes. We have a fire, we have a poison, both of them in the legendary. So we're absolutely going to have to build them up. Attack and enlightenment. This is another hero, guys, that we're going to have to stack that enlightenment on to really stack that poison damage in a combination of the skills and abilities. Definitely going to have to pick one up, guys, but we got a hero. I'm super excited to get a legendary. And then, of course, we have our other one. This is going to give us some of our shards to get the other legendary hero out of there. We're doing pretty well. And there we go, guys. We got another one. Is it going to be epic? And again, I'm going to have to see exactly where this captain falls. They look crazy good, guys. The elves or the radiance heroes look absolutely incredible. So again, every 6 basic attack grants ally with rally. So again, they're made to go together. So all of these heroes, of course, are made to go together. There is some rally, and then of course, big attack boost in there with some rally. And then this is going to be PvP, guys. Crit rating in the Grand Gladiators Arena, 30%. So we got lucky tonight. We got really lucky. And again, we picked up some more of these shards. Shadow Amethyst. Now that, of course, is the event. Starlight Summons. I'm just going to burn through these, guys, because again, this makes a big difference if we can get any of those epic heroes. There we go. Just a bunch of rare ones right there that we're going to recycle. Boom, recycled again. And I could save some of these again for the next season. I'm sure there's going to be different rare heroes and different epic heroes. I'm assuming just to kind of stay consistent with the summons. But again, that's going to be just a recycled hero right there. Another rare. And again, this is a new one. So we actually got a new rare hero. Definitely going to have to check that out as well. And then we got another duplicate. That one's a duplicate. So we did get some new heroes in here, guys, and another epic, which I'm okay because that means that we pulled that same hero twice, but we get the imprint stone. The imprint stone, of course, going to give us the ability to pick up another artifact, and we're slowly transitioning. I know it is a very, very slow transition, but we are slowly transitioning all of our heroes to the epic within the exchange, the epic artifacts that we do have in here. We've gotten all the rares. We've already bought all those out, which is good to see. Now, epic again, I'm going to have to see exactly which one we're going to get out of here. We've already bought quite a few, guys, and we're going to continue going through here. I know the amulet we've seen actually on a couple different heroes. So I think I'm going to pick this one up because I only have one defensive amulet, and I feel like this one could be really good. When the wearer gains a shield for 10 seconds, when their HP is below 30%. I don't know. I'm going to have to wait on that one. I'm going to see which one we're going to see. But again, I don't have very many tanking. But overall, looking at some of the heroes, looking at some of the builds in here, attack crit rate is going to be big, guys. And then, of course, if they have a shield. And you'll notice with a lot of these artifacts, they kind of go through, which look at that, wearer gains up to 40% extra attack for 10 seconds when their HP is below 50. I don't like the ones that are kind of situational. Because depending on the battle that you're fighting in, when you're going through, might make or not have really any difference. But we need to get this enlightenment, guys. I'm gaining 75 extra enlightenment. This again, the attack and enlightenment combination between these and some HP is perfect for a healer and the healers that do use that enlightenment piece. A lot of these are kind of PvP focused that we've seen before. So we're going to have to see. I'm going to have to look, and again, relying on a lot of guides, a lot of comments from you guys about which one we need to get or where, which artifacts we do need to pick up. So guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Super excited to get another legendary hero, guys, and that is really, really cool to see. Again, we're going to throw some potions on there. Legendary heroes, I know some of them aren't incredibly well, but it seems like they still find a very strong niche when it comes to a bunch of different game modes, is what I've kind of noticed. Is there's going to be places, and again, this could be probably the absolute worst legendary hero that I could pull, but there is still going to be a couple game modes where they're going to be used. Have a bunch of resources in here now that we continue to build up. So I'm hoping to essentially use them somewhere as we continue to grind these out and get a lot higher, guys. We got to get some more potions. Skill upgrades, we don't have any. And then inspiration, of course, came from duplicates, which again, we do not have. But that is number 2, guys. We have Twitch and we also have Felicity, which also means, like I said, when we go over to season 2, we're already going to have those. And then, of course, we got the 2 freebies, which is E-Rich. And then we did get Drist as well. Might even be a big hero when it comes to the next season. Building them out, definitely have to gear them up a little bit better. Started getting legendary positive runes and negative runes, so we've actually made a little bit more progression in there. So super excited. I feel like I'm at a point where I can actually farm some of the content in here, farm some of the higher stages within here, but it's really cool to see the heroes we're building out. Then, of course, we took Talana, rate to 100, of course, because it's super important, guys. The hero does an incredible amount of damage with my other fire heroes, with the poison heroes, works out incredibly well. So, all right, guys, so that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and as always, thank you guys for watching.